Hello friends, welcome to lesson 5. Today we are going to learn that in the all 12 houses of a chart, what all things we can see from there. Like if someone comes to you and asks question, what about my job? So you should know which all houses are important to talk about the job. From the first house, what all we see? The first thing that we see is the body of the person. Overall body, how the body is the body strong or the body weak? We can also see the character of a person, how much confident a person is can be seen from the first house. We can also talk about the head from the first house. Grandmother is also, we can see from here, a person will have good intelligence or will be brainy can also be seen from here. We can also see the early education. That means a child is born in the first 2 years, the child learns from his or her parents. So it can be seen from here. In addition, we can also see how much strength a person has. For example, if in the first house Mars is placed, so now in the base chart, this is the first house. So Mars here is very strongly placed. So naturally the person will have a lot of confidence. If Saturn is placed here, Saturn is the slowest moving planet. There will be a tendency to be lazy because Saturn is a very slow moving planet. In this way, we can see from the first house these things. Friends, let's now go to the second house. From the second house, primarily we see money, and this is the money which is saved. Like you earned money, but then you saved it in your bank account or in your fixed deposits. So the saved money can be seen from here. The next thing is the family. If the second house lord is sitting in the second house and is aspected by good planets, the person will have a very good family. But if the malefics are present here, like Mars or Saturn or even Rahu, in such a case, the person will have issues with the family. This house is also, we can see languages. You might have seen some people, they struggle to learn one language while there are others who know multiple languages. So this is seen from here. We can also see the face, mouth. Even when a person goes to school, the early school years, like the lower kindergarten, upper kindergarten, we can also see eyes and also teeth. These things can be seen from the second house. Friends, we move to the third house. The third house is how much a person will work towards his target, the strength of that person. So from here we will see how much this person will be able to fight against all odds to reach his or her destination or target. A person's tendency to fight or tendency to grow can be seen from here. The younger siblings, your brothers and sisters smaller than you, can be seen from here. We can also see travels, those travels which are short distance. You stay in New York, and within New York you new to New Jersey. So short distance travels can be seen from here. We can also see the neck, ears. And friend, those people who are into sports can also be seen from here. So the third house is for all these things. Now the fourth house, the first thing that we see from here is the mother. We also see from here how many vehicles we will have, our properties, which could be, let's say, land, plot, apartment, or even commercial property. So those things that can give us a lot of wealth which is invested in some properties can be seen from here. Those people who are into politics, so we can see people's sport or people's power. So that's why for politicians, this house is quite important in addition to the house of profession, because this represents people. Similarly, those people who are influencers, who want to work on social media, they want to have a large fan following, can be also seen from here. We also see high school education, which is before the college. High school education is seen from here. For the body parts, chest, lungs, heart, this can be seen from here. If there is a malefic planet sitting here and is not aspected by good planets but is aspected by bad planets, person may have problems of the heart and so on. Friends, now come to the fifth house. Fifth house is called unpredictable house. Unpredictable, which means we cannot say for certainty. This house is also about our past life. Whatever good we did, whatever bad we did, is also seen from the fifth house. But people who invest in stock market, people who invest in bitcoins, in lottery, and so on. So these things are seen from here. The love matters are also seen here. Whether a person will be romantic, a person will be successful in love affairs or not, is seen from here. Also, we see the college education from this house. That's why it is very important. In terms of our body parts, the part of tummy is seen from here, and also pregnancy is seen from the fifth house. Friends, let's next come to the sixth house. Sixth house is in general not considered a good house, because from here we see health conditions, or you can say diseases. Those diseases which are long term, which means they start and they do not go away. We also see enemies. Now naturally, if you don't have enemies but you are in a job, so your colleagues are your enemies because they try to progress more than you. You are a competitor. So the enemies can be seen from here. If in life you suddenly have an accident, it can be seen from here as well. If we take bank loan, house loan, property loan, personal loan, those loans can be seen from here. Then people who are into legal affairs or who are into court matters, court cases, it can be seen from here. Then competition, any competition that you take part in, it could be in sports, it could be in your job application. Those competitions we can see from here. Also, we can say for job, this is house is for job start. You're unemployed and you want to apply a job, and your question is, when will my job start? So then starting of a job can be seen from this house. In terms of body parts, we see the intestines from here. So anyone who have a malefic in this house and not aspected by good planets, and that person might have conditions like cancer and so on, because we also see intestines from here. So intestinal cancers can be seen from here. Friends, let's come to the seventh house. Now seventh house is directly opposite the ascendant. So this is, you can say, this is the power center for the ascendant, because it is facing, like you are living on a certain road, your neighbor living directly opposite, all the time he is looking or she is looking or they are looking at your house. So in the same way, this is the power center, it is directly opposite you. So what can be seen from here? We can see senior management wherever you are working. We can see your life partner. We can see your business partner. So any partnership that people do in their business can be seen from here. This house is also for daily income. Some people who don't have regular job, they work today and get the money, or people who are into stock market, they invest today and at the end of the day they take the money out. So daily income can be seen from here. So that's why for profession, this house becomes quite important. People who go in flights can be seen from here. From body parts, urinary tract, or let's say urinary tract infections, can be seen from this place. Friends, let's now go to the eighth house. So after the sixth house, the second house which is not very good is the eighth house. So from here we see about the overall life of a person. Any birth chart, if the ascendant is strong but 8 chart is weak, naturally the person will have long life. But if the ascendant is weak, 8th house is very strong, so we can say that the long life might not be possible. Although about life, the decision is with God, but in general from the birth chart you can look at the life of a person from here. The other thing you can see is the in-laws. So if you are married, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your in-laws, that is seen from here. Struggle, many people struggle in their life for many things, so it can be seen from here. Then people who are in research plus invention, filing patents and all, which are like, which can be seen from here. Then again for health, like we saw from the sixth house, so from here also we can see the issues with health or problems in health, we can see from here. The other thing we can see is the occult sciences like astrology. Then there is a palmistry, which is for the to look at the lines on the hands and to tell what will be the future. Then tarot reading and so on. The other thing we can see are the private parts also. If this house is having a malefic planet and then not aspected by good planets, so the person may have issues with the private parts. Maybe infection like syphilis or gonorrhea and so on can happen. Friends, after this we will move to the ninth house. So from ninth house, the first thing is about the religion. How much person will be connected with his or her religion, how much dharmic this person will be, how much spiritual this person will be, can be seen from ninth house. We can also see how much support of destiny this person will have, can also be seen from here. You can say that from the God side, the he or she will have a lot of support, so destiny will support this person, can be seen from here. We can also look at the long distance travel, long distance travels. Also for father, we can see from here, if you are working in a job, your supervisor can be seen from here. In terms of your, if somebody is in PhD or executive masters, so those higher education, those issues can be seen from here as well. And for the body parts, hips can be seen from this house. Friends, let's move to the 10th house, which is the most strong of out of these 1, 4, 7, 10. The strongest kendra or is the 10th house. This house is primarily seen for profession. What will be the job? What sort of work this person will do can be seen from this house. So you can say work or job. Also, we can see how much status a person will have in society. There may be two doctors, but one is very much prominent, very much known, very much well respected. So that sort of status, standing in the society, can be seen from here. Then administration, support from administration. Some people are in a particular job, but they don't have the support from administration. So those things are also seen from here. Then also we can see the father, some things about the father we can see from here. In terms of body parts, we can see knee and also legs. Primarily knee we can see from here. Friends, let's come to the 11th house. This house is a house which is considered as overall good things a person will have or higher achievements. So those things can be seen from here. Like you are working in a job, this is your profession, but what is the achievement from the job will come from this house. You can also see elder siblings, your brother and sisters can be seen from here. Then acute illnesses, some people they quickly fall sick and again they're better, again they fall sick. So the acute illnesses can be seen from here. We can also see ears from here. Then because fifth house is of children, so this house is your daughter-in-law or son-in-law. So Your daughter's husband or your son's wife can also be seen from this house. And in terms of body part, apart from ears, you can also see legs from here. Friends, finally we come to the 12th house. From the 12th house, just like 6 and 8, it is also not a good house, but this is the house of foreign land. Some people go to another country and they get settled there, but others fail to settle and have to come back. So those foreign settlement things are seen from here. Also, some people, they do some crimes or whatever and they have to go to jail. So anyone who has to go to jail, which means incarcerated, that person cannot come back to home for a particular duration. The jail duration or going to jail can be seen from here. Our expenses, we earn money and we spend money, but some people do not spend at all. Some people spend everything. So the expenses are seen from here. People who are married or who are in relationship, their bedroom life, which means intimacy with the partner, is also seen from here. Sleep is also seen from here. Hospital admissions, hospital expenses, they are also seen from here. And also in terms of body parts, the bottom part of the leg is which is the sole, it can be seen from here as well. Friends, it is very important to know from which house we can see what. And in general, whenever you get a question and people want to know about a certain thing about their body, about their life, or about their children, or about their parents, so you should know which house is responsible for what. In general, if in the 10th house lord is sitting, the person will be in an excellent job. If 10th house is not that strong but 7th house is very strong, the person should try to have or use his luck or her luck in business, because the 7th house is very strong, which is also the house for business. Similarly, a person who is wanting to travel to a foreign land, go for few weeks or months and come back, so 9th house is important, and so on. So try to remember these things, and you can note it down in your own words, so that whenever you have to look at this information again, or you want to see someone's birth chart, so you should know at the back of your mind all these things. And in case if you have any questions, of course you can write your questions in the description below, in the comments, and I will be happy to answer those. Friends, if you like this video, please like my video, please subscribe my channel, and thank you so much for today.